You need to know that I'm right. Tonight we're gonna street side. Okay, you all fucked it. You all fucked it. I'm not happy with you.
Yes, but with
Hang on.
Dad, I did not.
Hold up, let me talk. How are you gonna make us do a musical and you just go in? You don't give us any warning or nothing.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. Flick my bean.
Like, nigga, you gotta give us some warning. You know what I'm saying?
CJ, I want you to go on your bed again like a monkey.
No, why are you saying this?
Come on, CJ, do it for the Vine.
I'm not happy with you. I'm not happy with you.
Dead.
I'm not happy with you.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Okay, I apologize, sir.
I'm not happy with you. I'm not happy with your attitude.
Ooh.
Welcome to Drivecast, episode 100 and something.
113.
113. That's that was a Call of Duty. It is 115, wasn't it? Well, not 113. Need for Speed Payback is pretty much going to be the topic of today's video. We might talk about Shout Out to Danger Zone a bit later, but for now, we're going to be Payback. We're going to get some pay. No, sorry, it needs to be Redline. I forgot. I need to call it Redline from this.
Need for Speed Peyton Manning.
Yes.
It's a dead American joke.
No vacancy.
Need to be a kuff. That was the dead meme, by the way.
It's a Kafifi, by the way, but yeah.
Anyway, where do we want to start? Where do we want to start with this? Because there's a lot to say.
We should start with how disappointed I am that it's not Need for Speed Rivals 2.
Let's be real and honest right now.
I'm being honest. I wanted Rivals 2. God damn it!
Let's talk about how
You've got Hyperclass.
It is basically it's Fast and the Furious, guys. It's awful, and I don't want to play it. I just want to make that perfectly clear. I hate Need for Speed right now. I'm not happy. I didn't scream when the Regera was pulled out of the thing. I didn't scream. I just looked at it and thought, this is trash. So I thought I'd just get that out there.
Right, so we're going to talk about the trailer first. I think that's probably a good idea.
I agree.
I think, what might be a good idea is if we talk about our favourite moments in the trailer first.
Oh, yes.
Jay, since this is easy for you, because you like one gear. You're always in one gear.
I'm always moving forward in one gear in the game.
You're always in D.
Always.
You're always in the one gear.
I
The
like
D
D.
gear.
I like D.
Your D gear.
Drive.
That's some people with drive, some people with something else. What go on? You tell us.
So overall, it was a pretty action-packed trailer. We got quite a lot from it. But one thing that kind of stuck with me and kind of just had my jaw kind of dropped when I saw it. We've got Need for Speed Payback, and these two are making jokes and shit, and this is what I can't stand.
Jay, I'm serious.
No, you're sitting there making him laugh. Pissing me off.
When the trailer dropped, did your face go like this?
CJ's autism's been triggered today. I don't know what's happening.
Yes, CJ, this is all your fault. You know, you interrupting the podcast and making fun of Jay's face. This is all your fucking fault. Why does your autism have to kick in now?
His autism kicks in when he goes. Carry on, Jay.
We have a long episode.
I apologize.
Just for the record, I apologize for interrupting you.
The Regera. They just killed it. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's every time I speak. This has happened multiple times when I'm speaking. They will interrupt me and I just don't get it. Especially Nina. It's usually Nina that makes CJ laugh. But then Nina's got the audacity to come back after like 3 episodes of him not being here.
Exactly. See, that's the whole, the spontaneous races from Need for Speed 2015. I'm like that, but with this podcast. Spontaneous. You don't know when I'm gonna come on, and when I do come on, come on, Mom.
It's some of the worst episodes we ever have. That's what happens when you come on. It's the worst episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, going back on topic, it's pretty important. Pretty important.
I was talking first. My dad.
It doesn't matter what you're saying is irrelevant. We were on the subject.
Back to Need for Speed 2017.
Fuck you, CJ.
Don't need tambourines. We're having a civil conversation.
You want to go down?
Carry on, Jay.
Yeah, the whole Regera kind of being lifted out of the truck kind of got me, and there's a few reasons why. Well, one, it looked like it looked like baby girl. It looked like some glossy. It looked like some flashy. You know what I'm saying? No, it kind of just made me scope out the whole game, and it kind of it just. Have you ever wanted to kill someone? Have you ever wanted to murder someone? Yeah. Oh God, CJ, I'll.
What did I do?
It wasn't him.
It
wasn't him.
It wasn't even
Nina. It was Nina.
Oh.
Yeah, don't use me as your scapegoat, buddy.
Shut up, CJ. Let me speak.
So because obviously Need for Speed, the last Need for Speed, they kind of focused on more of a relatable game. So they wanted us to they would try to make us feel like we could own those cars, we could kind of live that lifestyle and fist bump and drink Monster Energy at night at a cafe.
FTB for the boys.
Yeah.
Basically, what it was centered around was just a good old night out with the boys, to get
cracking open a cold one with the boys, cracking open a cold one.
Yeah.
But this game seems to be a lot more story and yeah, there's actually a bit of a theme with it. The other one was a bit all over the joint. This one's kind of very based, and the reason why the Regera kind of reflects that is because they've given us kind of a broader spectrum in terms of cars, and the fact that they showed a hypercar as one of like the first cars in the trailer obviously shows that, you know, it's a lot more.
I'm sorry.
Was I finished or?
I don't know, maybe you were, maybe you were not.
I am now because I realized I was going on a bit more.
Hospitality in my buy. So we were I trust me, this ties into what I'm gonna say. I'm not pulling a CJ. I woke up this morning and I woke up at like 6:20. That's when my alarm went off, and I was just like, it's just another morning. It's like, oh well, I don't really want to get out of bed. I have school today, and then I realized, holy fuck, that's right. Need for Speed dropped their fucking trailer. It was kind of like when you wake up on Christmas morning and you have that feeling like, oh, Santa came.
I've got a story about that in a minute.
And so I woke up and I was like, holy shit, Need for Speed, drop shit, and I like pre-jacked when I instantly opened it. But to answer the question, I would say the I guess scenes that really triggered my pussy going into a waterfall was when the Regera was getting shrugged in that one scene, and also the police chase near the end with the skyline and shit.
Yes.
And I also like seeing the which one was it? I think it was the Bel Air off-roading.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Cam hates that. He hates it.
I've got something. No, we're going to talk about that in a bit.
But,
no, I've got something to say because it ties in with Nina getting in bed. I was butt naked in bed earlier on. Because it was really hot last night. It was really hot last night, and I was like, I can't go to bed in my underwear. It's just too hot. So I was butt naked in my bed, and I got a Twitter notification. I was like half awake. I was in bed. I was like, I got a Twitter notification. It was like, there's an Amazon leak, and it was like an hour or two before the thing. I literally jumped out. I don't think I've jumped out of bed that fast, still naked. I popped some underwear on, got in the shower, cleaned my hair, and then sat down.
What was the notification from?
Someone sent me a link on Twitter. Was like, Amazon hit the boot.
Whoa!
Then I made a video about it.
I saw the link. It was like I was in Spanish class when the thing dropped, but I know it was like earlier in the day, like right around homeroom. I saw like it on Twitter. I'm like, nah, I just tried to block it out as much as I can. I wanted to wait till they actually dropped it to see, but I already saw that they it was leaked as Need for Speed what's it called? Need for Speed.
I also blank on the name too.
Need for Speed Redline. Not Redline. Need for Speed Payback. Thank you, Jay.
So in terms of the trailer,
but I wasn't done.
I don't care. I was speaking, retard. So in terms of the trailer, I don't think I had a specific favourite point. The reflections on the Huay were really good. I think the reflections on the Huay were really good. The R34 and the RTR racing in the middle of Las Vegas was pretty cool.
I was actually going to say that was another one of my favourite scenes is when the RTR was at the gas station and I got the front end shot of it. It was a very, very nice shot. I liked
the RTR. The RTR accelerating up the highway sounded so good. Not gonna lie,
It sounded like a rocket taking off. It sounded like a rocket. It was really good.
Jay, you know how Nina cuts you off? I feel like CJ does this to me. I feel like me and you are in the same boat in this regard. It's like I can't get a word in edgeways.
Nah,
This is awful.
me and Richard just have better opinions. That's why.
I never said anything like that.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. We have better opinions. What?
But yeah, I don't think there wasn't really a standout moment. I was just.
Yeah.
It was just.
I mean-
it was just a good package. I think when I go back and look at it back, the reflections on the Huayra are something which just looked mad. But it's not like 2015 where I'm gonna remember cops. I'm not. It's like there's not really a moment like that. There's not really a moment like where in like 2015 I'm gonna remember Night Riders. Like there's not really nothing like that in this one.
Yeah,
for me.
no, nothing was like really stood out to me as far as like maybe the cars, of course,
Yeah.
but like of course the cops at the beginning of the teaser trailer is obviously
But not
gonna
even
stand
that.
out
Like
to me.
you
In
know,
this trailer, I don't remember anything that any of the characters said. All I remember was something about a crew. I mean, I know the whole shell, but I don't remember any quotes from
like,
this
do you remember
trailer.
2015? It was like you remember like which part of the song goes with which part of the trailer.
Yeah.
Like when it goes outlaw, and then the phone drops, and it
Yeah,
goes onto the CCTV. Like there wasn't really anything like that as such. I think the thing that was closest to that was probably the cops at the end.
And do you know why? Do you want me? This kind of ties into what I said earlier. It's because Need for Speed 2015 overall was more of a relatable game.
I don't think
More
it's
of
just
a
that.
relatable
I don't think
setting.
it's just
yeah,
that.
I think
the fact it had a memorable song. The fact it had music with it, like a memorable song, which was the theme song for the game. That goes a long way as well because you're.
Yeah, I
a
don't think
lot
the
more
music choice
susceptible.
was brilliant.
You're
Well,
a lot
like
more
I said,
susceptible to remember it.
It felt more like a movie trailer.
yeah.
I
Come
do
on,
want to say though, the breakthrough moment for me on the trailer was that made me jump when I first saw it. Now, the first time I actually watched the trailer, I had to do it with no sound because I was in class. But but the first time I saw,
So you didn't want to look at the leak, but then you watched the trailer without any audio. So what was the point in not looking at the leak?
well, after that I looked at the leaks after I saw the trailer. But anyway, like when I first saw the person jumping onto the tractor trailer, I'm like, holy shit! Like, damn! Like, and all the like traffic like
What?
on fire and stuff. Like, yeah.
to the face of Nina's
I
face.
just wait, no, sorry,
What-
CJ.
what?
I kind of just voided out, and then you just went, "Oh, war, shit!" And I was just like, and that snapped back. I was like, "What happened?"
What I would imagine CJ saying the first scene that really made me jump. I just imagine him going,
in class with no sound.
yeah.
Thing is, Richard, you make that as a joke, but that's actually spot on. That's actually spot on.
So you looked over at your classmate Brad, and you're like, "Oh my God, Brad! The new Need for Speed came out! Whoa!"
I didn't do that, but I remember when Rivals was announced. I was in 8th grade. I legit went onto the recess yard, like, "Holy shit! The new Need for Speed came out." Nobody cared. Like everyone's just looking at me. I know.
I wouldn't either. Joke.
This is the first Need for Speed where I've been at home for the launch like all day, and there's something special about Need for Speed's reveal where it feels like an event.
Yeah,
that's
because
why
it
you
is.
That's why you made 3 videos in one day. I don't know how you done
It's
that.
a holiday.
Two. I made 2.
3.
2.
5.
I recorded 3, but I actually did 2. I need to edit 1.
Copy that.
And I might actually redo that because I might redo my impressions tomorrow. But anyway, it feels like an event. I went on Twitter and I was talking to like there was a few people that kept on just on Twitter waiting for it. And there's something special about when COD does it, COD always feels like an event. It feels like when they announce COD, it's like all eyes on COD, and it's
I was watching the stream with COD. It was mad. Like I got goosebumps and shit. And I didn't think I would because I haven't cared about COD in years, but this COD genuinely looks promising. So, yeah, it's the same
thing with Need for Speed. It was like there was like everyone was waiting for it, and it was like there's like a sense of community behind it, which is a bit weird. Like you wouldn't really have that with anything else.
The way they do it, the way they reveal it and stuff, and obviously their social team is very obviously active with interactions and stuff. So they obviously know what they're doing. They've got YouTubers behind them too who post alongside. So it's obviously a very calculated thing.
Definitely.
They know what they're doing.
Like
you know
when
what
Ben
I'm saying?
Walk, when they had a picture of Ben Walk looking at the social stuff and he was about to press like publish.
I saw a Pornhub tab.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I was saying Bukaki, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was. Is there anything else we want to talk about from the trailer specifically before we go on to other things?
I want to say I expect like what I expected and what I saw were two different things, but that's in a good way, because I expected just Need for Speed 2015 but more, but we're actually getting like something that deviates from that and something fresh, if you know what I mean. Like it's like, as you said, it's been giving you like Cam undercover vibes, and I like how they're like adding more things to it. Like I remember I always thought like Need for Speed would be a great game for like heists and shit, and what do you know, we're getting heists and shit. But I do feel like I am a bit worried.
Trailer it does.
Yeah,
look like
I am a bit worried though that it's gonna have a problem the crew did, where it's gonna focus too much on those types of things, not actual racing.
No, I don't.
Ben Walk said otherwise on Twitter.
Yeah, and I hope that's I'm sure that's true. It's just one of the concerns I have.
The reason
and
why
another concern of mine is just the off-road racing.
You don't have to shout.
You
Your
literally
mic,
just like
your mic is literally right here, and you're shouting. You don't need
nigga, I
to
tried
do
to
that.
walk through. Nigga went no, nigga.
That's a subconscious thing, but with the
My
off-roading.
OCD.
With off-roading, I like you said, Cam, again, I don't want it to be
We'll talk about
intruding.
off-roading. We'll talk about off-roading in a minute, but I was going to link that a bit later on.
Okay.
But
But yeah.
I want to talk about that as well.
But other than that, like the cop chases look pretty good. I know there's they didn't show off in the trailer, but on the cover art there's a police helicopter. So police helicopters are back, which yes. So
One thing I hate. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go. You go.
One thing I hate to give attention to real quick is I hate the only thing about the trailer that I genuinely disliked was the comments. People were picking out like they're trying so.
Let's not give them any attention.
Irrelevant.
Let's talk about the off-roading, because let's not give them any attention. They don't deserve it. What?
Bro, I wasn't done. I like tried to speak and CJ just shouted at me. You have short-term memory loss or something?
What do you mean? What are you going at me for? I said.
now he's shouting.
I said.
Like moving
Everyone's shouting
on.
at
Like,
me.
come on, man, give me-
should we talk about anything else? And you stayed silent.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop playing with my hair. I realize I've been doing it the whole fucking thing. So what was CJ talking about? CJ was talking about how he feels like it's gonna stray away from racing, and I saw this with some other people too, and in my comments, and I was like, boy, why the fuck? First of all, the car was full. The game was full of cars. What are you talking about? It's not like there were just people. There were cars. What? I don't get it. Second thing is it's Need for Speed. Need for Speed is about cars, and it always has been. It's a car game. Why are you scared that they're gonna stray away? Nigga, how? Are you just saying that? Like, not you in particular, CJ, but people seem to love to be more negative than positive in any situation, and this is one of them. Like, the game genuinely looks miles and leaps and bounds better than the last game, yet people are still being little female bitches moaning. Shut up. Like, please, like, if you've got something constructive to say, that's fine. Like we're doing, you know, we've got our worries and our concerns, but there's just people that will just be full on negative for no reason. That is the only attention I'll give to those people this section here. But yeah, it's kind of hard to talk, CJ. So you can move on to the off-road now.
Off-roading, right? Off-roading for me is the biggest worry I have. It's not a problem; it's a worry. From everything we've seen so far, we're getting dirt spec S cars, and it seems like off-roading is going to be more than just dirt trails. It seems like the whole world's going to be open, similar to Horizon. And my worry with Need for Speed is that they're going to go OTT with it, and they're going to go Horizon's route, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Horizon's going on fields for 150 miles per hour in a Huracan. You know, even to the crew, when I get raid events, I'm like, for fuck's sake, I'm doing a raid event. I never vote for raid events. I always vote for street and perf events. I'm not all circuit events. I don't care for off-roading, and that's me personally. Obviously, if you're into dirt, that's cool. But my biggest worry is that they're going to go OTT with it. That's my biggest worry.
One thing that I hope happens, because did any of you read the Drive Trap article?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, nothing exclusive was in it, was it?
What I'm gonna reference is one of the areas, because there's 4 districts in the map.
Ooh.
Oh, no, there was exclusive then. Oh shit, I'm gonna go look at it now.
So
we missed.
I'm hoping that in the mountains or canyon area, because there's 2 different areas. There's the I think there's just a canyon area and a mountain area. Either way, I hope the off-roading that takes place, like I said, it isn't like Horizon, but instead I hope there's like trails in the mountain areas, exclusively for the off-road cars. I think that would be cool. It would take away from the fact that, because I don't know, I feel like I hate driving a street car, especially in Horizon. I have a big deal with this. Is the only way to get from one checkpoint to the other is you have to cut across a field in a car untuned for off-roading, going 160 miles per hour. I get it's a video game, but it just pisses me off that, you should be able to stay on the road and not have to go through a field to get there. Which is why I'm hoping that the only off-roading in the game is like trails and not like full-on just open areas of do anything in this like 3,000 acre area.
Well, Theo said in his video that it seems like he's going off-roading, and I'm pretty sure, because I know Kazuki said she tested the game. I'm assuming Theo did, and everyone else who's gone to previous events. So if that's true, and the open world is like that, and it is completely open, and there is no barriers, that scares me. Because I don't feel like it fits Need for Speed.
It doesn't. I feel like you're making that a bigger deal than it actually is. If you don't want to confine to the road, if you want to stay to the roads, and do it.
Of course, but if it's forced upon you, that's my issue. Is if it's.
I reckon there'll be certain missions where you will have to go over dirt and stuff. But if you, I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of road races and stuff that are specifically road.
Like in Horizon.
Horizon have specific races that are dirt and stuff. I don't feel like Need for Speed will do that.
But yeah, so that was one example. And another thing with Horizon is it might be quicker to just drive over the dirt instead of actually driving on the road in some points, if you know what I mean.
Well, but again, if you want to do that, do that. If you don't.
But I don't want to be put at a disadvantage
on Horizon. Yeah, but okay, so in the races, what if they've got barriers and stuff? Which they probably will.
No, I'm just talking just generally, like I don't want to be, just because I don't drive dirt, I don't want to have to be hindered for that.
But you won't be though. But like I just said, there might be barriers.
How do you know?
It's a good possibility.
Like no one knows at this point. But
to balance,
it's just a worry.
Well, no, exactly. But and to counter your worry, I'm both speculating in it, and I'm just saying maybe
if it's anything like 2015's out of barriers.
No, but he didn't need them.
That's a good point. I mean, yeah, I see what. That's fair enough. I feel like.
I mean, you're completely correct saying that is a possibility, but on the other hand, they might have countered it properly, so you don't go over the road. I like the way Forza does it is, in my opinion, completely wrong. There should be barriers in races and stuff, not these shitty checkpoints that if you miss by an inch, you get fucking penaltied for it.
Some underground 2-star barriers, some red light ones with yeah, that's how it should be.
I actually like the way the checkpoints are now in Need for Speed games, where it's like little checkpoints like Midnight Club. I like that more. And the way with Need for Speed does it, like it's not autistic like Horizon. Like even if you like you can stray pretty far off the checkpoint path, and you can still get the checkpoint. Like so, I like
really
that.
Like Midnight Club though. Midnight Club was more of a point to point, get there how you can. Need for Speed is still on a set track.
Yeah, but what I mean is like there's no barriers and stuff, and I like that just personally.
I wouldn't mind barriers because then like with barriers, there's like it makes it obvious where the shortcuts, well, not obvious, but like with the crew, there's little shortcuts here and there you can take, and there's a bit more like strategy to it, I guess, than there is with like Midnight Club. I mean, if it was Midnight Club-esque and it was literally point to point to point to point, and you get however you want there, and as you can go anywhere you want, that's cool. I think that could be a separate game mode in itself, to be honest. You could have actual like barrier races, then you could have like red light races, and then you could have like Midnight Club-esque point to point to point to point to point races. That could be a whole mode in itself.
Oh yeah,
but
you know what'd be cool?
Dirt is still my biggest worry.
You know, just a little cool thing they could do is like if you stop at like a stoplight, you can like have an option to like summon an AI there to like do a drag race, just like a simple drag race.
That's gay. That's
Yeah.
gay.
I summoned AI.
Hey, it's better than inviting someone to a police chase in the crew. I invite you to a police chase, good sir.
Imagine that in like real life. Oh, hello, good sir. May I invite you to a police chase?
We should talk about the heists. We should talk about the heist. What we think of the heist. Now, to me, I've been saying this since the launch of it. It reminds me of Fast and Furious 1 with the black Civics with the green neon stealing DVD cases.
Yes.
And it also reminds me of Undercover, specifically the Megane one, in Megane's, when you steal the Megane through the car showroom.
Oh yeah, you break out of the glass and you're like, whoa!
That's what it reminds me of. Those two things specifically. This is why it gives me strong Undercover vibes, and I'll talk about that a bit later. What do you guys think of the heist? What do you think is going to like be with the heist? Do you think it's going to be a particularly big thing in the game? Do you think it's going to be takedown missions like Undercover had, where you had to take down certain things? Do you think it's going to be like the jobs where you had to steal cars from Undercover? Like, what do you think?
I have a feeling it's probably gonna. There's probably gonna be at least one heist where you're stealing a car. Hopefully more, because that's like adds into it. But I do know, the one where you're on the fucking lorry and you have to jump over to it. That looks interesting. And you have to steal the Regera. That's But hopefully they don't go too overboard with it to the point where it's like every other mission. Like I want it to be something special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want it to be like once every full moon, essentially. Like, you do quite a few races and then boom. Oh, hey, what's up, nigga? Give me you're invited to this mission. And and
I invite you to a heist.
Yeah, I invite you to an heist. And then you do the heist. I don't know. I feel like what the heist should be, and what I think it would be anyway, is since they will happen not that often, presumably, how I would visualize it anyway, I feel like they should be huge payouts.
Yeah. Also, what they can
dependent on the difficulty, though. Depending on the difficulty.
To like get to each of those things, they should like have a thing where you to make certain X amount of money by racing in order to like get the stuff needed for the heist, and then going and doing the heist. Yeah. Like before you do the heist, like, sorry, sir, you do not have enough reputation to participate in this heist. Please go win a couple more races.
You know what? No one said. No one's compared this to the GTA export missions. The import-export.
Ooh, that actually...
Whoa, hold up. You're about to say it's not, but you're literally exporting cars.
Did I stop myself?
No, I was gonna say, imagine if there was like imagine a way you can make money. If there's like a little thing where a little app like they had in 2015, only it's an app of cars you can steal to make money for and make money. You can make money stealing cars.
That completely that goes against your point of it being special.
Yeah, no. I want it to be more underdog-ish, if that makes any sense. I want that seems all like high tech and shit, and like you're already established. I want it to feel like you work your way up.
Let's keep in mind the whole point in this is to get revenge against an enemy crew called the House. That's the point in it. It's not a heist. It's not a heist in the sense that it's a revenge story. It's not a heist in the sense that it's like Fast and Furious one big payoff. You're there to get revenge. That's the whole point. So like
I get that motherfucking money though.
This is striking. This actually fits in. I just finished playing through Mafia 3, and this game has the story so far has striking similarities to Mafia 3, where you're pretty much betrayed, and you create a new crew. Well, in Mafia's case, a new mafia of a bunch of other people, and you pretty much take back the city working for revenge. It has a striking similarity to Need for
Smashing.
Speed's thing so far, and I just found that interesting how like how similar it is.
Revenge stories aren't new,
Yeah, I know.
Very used.
but like, yeah, I think again the heist. I think it's just gonna be like undercover, like the jobs and
Yeah.
undercover is. Again, undercover is the best thing to compare this to because the storyline seems very similar to that of Undercover Dash the Run.
Ooh.
Except you're not an
That-
undercover cop.
That's an interesting thing that I want to bring up. It's a very quick question. What 3 Need for Speed games would you put together and say this game makes? For me,
Undercover.
I'm saying Undercover, The Run, and Most Wanted.
More than 3. It's got. I'd
Yeah,
say
it's-
that's
But
the
if you were
problem.
to only pick 3, though, that's the question.
Why 3, nigga? Why not?
Well,
4?
tree. You hang
Why
tree.
not?
From a
Why
structural
not
standpoint,
even?
from a structural standpoint, is 2015 The Run and Undercover for me.
I'd
me,
say
it
because
Real.
because I want to say I get vibe. I get because of the whole customization aspect of it, and this customization is a lot more in depth than Most Wanted was.
Yeah.
I don't really get much Most Wanted.
Nah.
Really.
I feel like it just because there's
Revenge.
Yeah,
The cops.
it's a revenge story.
Oh,
And also the cops.
Actually, for me, it would be the Run
Hypocrisy
Undercover.
too.
No, the Run Undercover Carbon, because in Carbon you're pretty much coming back, taking revenge against Darius for betraying you, and you're taking back, creating a new crew, and taking back the city like
Actually,
you are
it has
in
a
this.
point.
Yeah,
The whole crew aspect is very heavily. I thought that with the cars that you see in some of the not screenshots, but yeah, screenshots from the game that have been put onto like sites and stuff. There's like 3 cars and they've all got the same livery on, and it really does kind of. Can you remember the Scorpio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpion.
Yeah, it reminds me of them, the colors and everything. So he does have a point with the crew aspect of it, especially which I feel because we haven't seen any online yet. This is what people are forgetting, you know. These niggas are forgetting. We have yet to see any online. We know nothing really. So all we know is that there's 8 people
We
in
know
the lobby.
something.
That's it.
We
What?
know something. I'll carry on. I'll say afterwards.
But yeah, so maybe the crew aspect is kind of in online a lot more. So I'm hoping we can have our own crews and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
the
Not
craptastic crew.
you're mad. Yeah. Yeah.
I read
Yes.
something in one of the descriptions. So it said race. It was race, compete, and it said challenges. It said challenges specifically in one of the articles. I can't remember what it exactly said. Challenges. When you say challenges to me, I immediately think of
I think the
Burnout.
crew. Oh,
No, I think of Burnout. Free burn challenges, which is a
Remind me?
multiplayer thing.
remind me what that is.
So go to here and drive at 150 miles per hour. Go
Like
here and drift.
Forza Horizon 1.
I was gonna say that for the 1000 Club
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Kind-
not the 1000
no.
Club.
Most one
The
time
Forza-
as well.
Forza Horizon 1 had this thing where you could. It was like sponsorships and stuff,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Rockstar
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if you went online, there was one where like the hot like 6 of you had to drive through a speed trap all at the same speed, and it was like not same speed, but like same height, like a
Yeah.
230 miles per hour, and you all had to pass through it. And it's like you got like 3 mil at the end of it because it was extremely hard to do. So things like that.
Things
Yeah.
like that. I think Burnout, from what I played, Burnout did the best. Burnout was, the way Burnout did it was mad. I just remember it being insane. Like, it was so intuitive, and it was like, the way it played into lobbies made you want to do it. So I can see free burn challenges being there to add to multiplayer. Whether this is speculation at this point, nothing's been confirmed. But when they said it in the context, it made me think of that. Whether that's going to be in single player and multiplayer, not got a clue.
Do you think it could be daily challenges? That we
Daily
already got?
challenges will come back, yeah. It could be daily challenges. It could be like the challenges from the crew, where it's like jump, drift, like the ones in Horizon as well. Could be something like that. Could be speed traps. But immediately when I read it, at first I was thinking free burn challenges. That was the first thing that came to my head. So
Yeah.
possibly, and if that's the case in multiplayer, I think it has a place, especially with, you know, the fact it is off road and the fact that the map is open and there's so many different variety of cars, etc. I think that's a good idea. Also, no one's talked about this yet, and I'm a bit confused why car classes, and I'm not talking about race, drift, and drag, and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking just simple, like, S1, S2, X, A class, B class.
Oh, so like the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Yeah, no one's talked about that yet.
Yeah, they're doing tiers.
Are they?
No one knows.
Probably not. I doubt it.
I mean, it makes
It's probably gonna.
sense.
I mean, then again, they do have that thing where you can take a car from scrap and make it a supercar. So I do think they're probably gonna have the thing where you can take a Civic and match it against Lamborghinis.
But do they have that element of A class, B class, C class?
Like I would hope they do though, because I would like to do like a race in a super. Like in 2015, there are races I'd like to do in a supercar, but I know for a fact I just easily outrun them because they're all going to be in like Volvos.
Like, it makes more
Because they're
sense
easy.
if, especially online, if the online's going to be a lot more robust this time, which hopefully it is. It makes sense to have at least 3 classes, like at least like amateur, pro, skilled.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
like
2, 1.
to me, especially with Need for Speed, it's like it's not Forza, it's got a lot smaller of a car list. So let's say there's 100 cars in the game. I think 3 tiers is enough. I don't think you need any more.
Mm.
But I don't know. Maybe that's me looking into it. And also, one thing we haven't talked about yet on the podcast is pink slip and wages. I've talked about this for so long now. Need to be payback. They've talked about the gambling aspect of it. You know, the fact they own casinos. Do we seriously think there's like I'm 100% sold. I think there's going to be, and I'll be disappointed if there isn't in there. Do we think there's going to be pink slips and wages? If so,
I don't know. I don't know about wagers, but I know for a fact pink slips more than likely.
I feel personally it would be great. I have high hopes for it, but don't be afraid to be disappointed because it's a far-fetched idea. It's very, very, very. It's significant enough for them to have to put a lot of work into it, balancing, thinking about how it works with the game. It doesn't clash with anything, so it's how they do it. I would like it. I think it'd be cool, but who knows?
the reason why I say it's not far-fetched, we're in Vegas and the mobs literally own casinos.
Honestly, there's so many like.
That's it.
What is it? There's so many hints at it. Like the
Heists as
fucking
well.
map is named Fortune Valley.
Literally,
That
literally,
heist,
yeah.
heists, fucking
Gambling,
casinos everywhere, gambling at the
wages.
house, the fucking they're
House,
corrupt.
yeah, the house.
Like
yeah, it like
actually, you do.
it's like you can't be hinting all this shit. Put your game in Vegas and not have gambling in your game. It doesn't make any sense at all, especially considering that was something which people did want in the last game. It wasn't obviously something which people moaned about like the 350 was, but it was definitely one of those things where it was like, this needs to kind of like be a thing, because it hasn't really happened since Midnight Club LA.
No.
I can't think of a game since
GTA did
I
wages, that was
fucking
it.
I cried when I lost my RX-8 in a pink slip. I cried in the nightclub LA.
I remember losing my
Yeah.
RX-8 as well. Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yes!
cried. Yeah, I cried because you got
Yeah,
it.
same shit.
Because I remember you got it. Like, was that versus the Focus? Or was it something
Yeah,
else?
yeah.
It was the Focus.
No, I think it was the Focus. It was the pink slip where you went to the multi-story car
and I had
garage.
to restart the game at that point because I didn't have any of the
Oh
cars.
shit!
It was peak. It was peak time. Yeah, I think pink slip wages. What else haven't we talked about? Customization. NOS. You can change your NOS color. You can change your
Yeah.
tire smoke. You can change your headlight tint.
Oh,
What do we think? There's so much in itself
It
there.
looks
my
sick.
pussy is a waterfall.
Is there anything they've
Yeah.
missed? NOS purge for me. It's one of them.
No.
Hydraulics.
Bags.
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics.
Nigga,
yes.
shut the fuck up.
Bags.
What they've missed for me, and this is something
Bags,
that
yeah.
was supposed to be in the last game. Neon
Neon, yeah.
Yeah, neon.
or LEDs or whatever. I feel like that. I really wanted. I had so
I
much.
think it's
really,
funny because in this first, or I think it was either the second or third under. No, it must have been the second. It was one of the earlier under the hoods. They said that they were in development, right? I could have sworn I remember hearing that.
Well, they were
Yeah.
in the game on
Yeah.
Morihashi's color, innit?
Yeah.
So they have the. It's
I
not-
guess they
can
need
do
to
it.
finish. They need to finish them up though. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? It's like it's a half-finished
Yeah.
project. I
Yeah.
mean, again, that's one of those things. I'm not bothered if it's not there, but it'd be really cool if it was.
I'd love it as a sort of like
Especially
free,
with, like-
free add-on thing.
Or maybe an unlock.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially with it being Vegas and there being like neon on all the casinos and stuff, it would just fit in with their cars.
Yeah,
Like a
can you
neon.
imagine- Ooh-wee. Can you imagine rolling?
And the headlight
Oh.
tint and stuff, and the NOS purge.
Yeah.
And the NOS
Do you know the
colour.
headlight tint thing really got me off guard? I would not like that's detailed the customization. They're like little things.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's going to really add to your showcases as well if you think about it. Like little things that will like
Boy,
all,
it's got add
all
in
come
my
together.
showcase. It's got add in my pump, my pussy.
Hey, let
Everything,
me give it a good old rub.
Headlight colours.
Rob, genie.
Rub, genie.
A lot more tail lights I've noticed. I've noticed that the 350 has chrome tail lights, which isn't stock.
Yeah.
Um,
And also, one thing, I was speaking in the chat earlier. There's a picture of that 350, and the lights are white at the back.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying earlier on in the call. It's chrome.
Like they're coloured. No, I mean when the lights are on, but the white, it's white. The light is white. It's not red.
Where was this at in the trailer?
That might be because of the tint.
No,
the tint.
it's just-
That might be because of the tint.
Just green light. Well, change the light white.
Because it's the tint.
Look, I'll show you. Hold on. I shall
Yeah.
show you. It's like a very blinding white color. Let me show you.
You know what I actually tried to do just a few minutes ago, and I felt like a retard. I tried to look at one of the under the hoods where they mentioned that, and I realized that every time a new Need for Speed comes out, they refresh the whole website, and I
Yeah.
couldn't view it.
Yeah,
See what I mean?
That could be the tint.
That's not the tint, bro. Look, zoom in and look at the lights. You can see the lights are white. That is no tint.
No, I think that is a tint. It sort of fades in.
Yeah.
How,
there's like
whoa,
less color.
stop. If it's the tint's black. So why would a black tint turn
How
a
do you know
red
it's black?
light white?
That looks
Because
like
I've seen the car with the lights off. Look. I'm not tripping balls here, nigga. They're white lights. They're not red.
I swear in the bottom left corner of that screenshot, the picture loses color.
Are you not seeing this? Can you not see that the actual light is white? That not the hue. If you zoom in, you can see the bulbs, and there is not one speck of red. Nowhere. It's white. It's completely white, and
Yeah,
it gets
that's
rid of
interesting.
the black tint. I think that's white backlights. I think
yeah,
all that's
because
coloured
there's
backlight.
in the trailer they've got red ones in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
That-
yeah.
Where are you guys
It's
pulling all these
insane.
screenshots from? What the fuck?
They're
All
that
over
one
the
was from the
place.
site. Go onto the website. Do you need a link to the site?
No, I have it up right
Got
now.
it? It's on the If you scroll down, it's the
Origin as well has a lot of screenshots you probably haven't seen.
yeah.
If you go into Origin.
And there's a
Oh.
screenshot on I don't know if it's exclusive to Xbox's thing. It might be the same on Origin. It
No, it'll be
probably
the same,
is.
it will be the same on Origin.
But yeah, it's the customization is looking way more than it was in the last one. Like way more.
I just think it's funny because the last game they're like, we have the most diverse customization in any Need for Speed game we've ever seen, and then this game we have the most customization any Need for Speed game has
Ever
seen.
seen? Yes.
And then in the next Need for Speed it'll be like you have the most
2019.
customization.
One thing that I noticed as well from that screenshot is that the fitment seems to be improved. Now I don't know if it's just that specific body kit, but that front wheel is fucking tucked, and it's nice, and that would be nice. I hope they've done something about that. I hope someone said when they went to go and play that game earlier in the year, I hope that someone mentioned the fitment. I mean, it might not be a deal to everyone, but to me, my RX-7 was tippy-toeing, and I didn't like it.
Can we talk about the S suspension? So if you don't already know, basically on I think Gamer said this to us. On one of the pictures of the red R34, there's an airlift suspension decal on the car.
Yes.
Which makes us think that bags could possibly be in the game.
Yes. That's. Do you know? Oh my god. I just had an internal orgasm. Sorry. Do you know? Can you remember Midnight Club with that shit? Now that style, that type of car, low riders and stuff, it was kind of mid. Would you say coming towards 2010s, but not quite there yet?
I would say that airbags have really taken form in 2014 onwards.
I mean that style of cars because you didn't see cars with wide body kits in that game or anything like that.
In Midnight Club.
There wasn't wide bodies in
There was.
Midnight Club. Well, they weren't like in your. They weren't like a big feature.
They weren't like wide panels, but they were wide body, like full on wide bodies.
Basically, wide body kits weren't all the rage as they are now in this generation. That's what I'm saying.
No.
They just weren't.
They've always been a thing. They've always been a thing.
But because back then I just remember having my cars bagged, but there was no my wheels were still inside the fucking frame and shit. It just looked odd. And now when I look back at it, it looks stupid because if you like turn your car to the complete back, you can't see like the wheels are inside. But nowadays, obviously, fitment and stuff is all very, very important to a car enthusiast or someone who cares more about a pony car than an actual car of performance, if you get what I'm saying. So I feel like airbags now would be so sick. I don't think there'll be a single car I will not put bags on. There won't be, especially because it's a game. There's no consequence from that shit. I will put airbags on everything. Airbags.
I'm gonna put airbags.
Raptor.
Oh fuck me! I was gonna say that.
Oh shit! Sorry. Say something else as other my cars.
Airbag. The off-road spec. A Bel Air. There you go.
I was saying this earlier on to Jay in that in the call we were having going on. Like, I want to be able to get that X6M, which I saw in the trailer, put dub rims on it and slam it to the floor. I want it to be like that close to the ground. I don't care. Like, that's just cool. It's just sick.
Off-roading it.
That'll be my off-road car. Yeah.
One thing I thought was interesting. I don't know if I'm just retarded and not reading it correctly, but when you go to the Need for Speed article, you know how if you go to the bottom, it has the 5 cars on the freeway, the 350 Ford Raptor, the Camaro SS, the Volkswagen. Yeah. So it says if you get the platinum car pack, you get the platinum blue tire smoke, and it says the cars that are included are the 350, the SS, F-150, and the Golf GTI. But there's a Charger in that picture too, a Charger RT. But it didn't mention that in the platinum car pack.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah, it did. I remember seeing it.
All I'm seeing here is cars included.
No, it is. I'm on Origin now. It is.
Are you?
But the platinum car pack, people are getting confused about this. I got confused about this originally. It's just like the M3 GTR in the last game. So they're all still in the game. It's just you get it right at the start. That's the only difference. I got confused when I first read it. I was like, I thought it was an actual DLC behind a paywall, but it's not.
Here's something we can talk about, guys. This is something important because we haven't seen any hero cars yet, and I'm glad. Don't want them. Don't want them now, right? Hero cars from the hero Need for Speed.
From the past
Need for Speed hero cars.
Right, yeah. So here's the thing with this. I would not mind seeing an M3. I would not mind seeing Eddie's R34. Wouldn't mind seeing Kenji's RX-7. But here's the thing with that. If you're going to do that, you're going to add those in. Please make it hard. Please make it extremely hard to the point where you've got to grind your arse off to get them. Because if you don't, you're going to see every nigger and their fucking cousin, right, driving around in fucking that M3 GTR. And I'm going to want to shoot myself in the head because I really don't like it on Need for Speed 2015 because of that. It's just, it's unnecessary to just give it out like the way they gave it out with the deluxe edition. I thought it wasn't, and you can make it, can't you, more or less?
Yeah, so if anything, the actual community made ones are better than the actual one that
like
they give you.
With actual silver, like was it what the paint was silver?
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think is a good idea to add hero cars or just leave them out?
It needs to be a multiplayer thing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I need to do. Don't put it in single player. It needs to be a multiplayer unlock thing. That's it. There you go.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to grind your ass off, and then you could get the legendary BMW M3 GTR from Need for Speed Most Wanted.
I've got a great analogy. Does anyone remember the Audi R8 from Midnight Club?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
There you go.
That car was hard to get, bro. You didn't.
There you go. That's it.
Took me ages to get that. People modded that shit because they couldn't get it. You know.
Make me sign up to Rockstar Social Club and make me do like 1 million miles before I get the car calm. Like that's it. That's what you need to do with the M3 GTR.
I was thinking.
Yes, obviously people are gonna build the car. Make it. Yeah. Give me that special golden vanity plate.
This could
sound. There you go.
It could tie in with the challenges. What you were speculating about.
Yep.
That's what it could be. Challenges could be things that you can earn rare things with. I hope it's not easy though. That's one thing I'm scared about. I hope it's not easy because Forzathon is too easy. It's too easy. Forzathon's so easy. It's like,
you know what's ironic about that is Forzathon is the thing which keeps hardcore fans coming back, but hardcore fans only come back for 20 minutes before they unlock the car and go off again.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
At this point, I'm saying, wait, Jay, were you still going?
No, done.
All right. At this point, even though they didn't even talk about nothing, they didn't talk about much, and I'm already hooked, and I'm already completely happy with what they already just announced. But the one thing that I'm still, I know they have from the looks of it, it looks like the police AI are fixed. But then again, you look at the Need for Speed 2015 trailer, the AI looked fine. Regardless, I hope to fucking Christ that the AI overall, the cops and the racers, are challenging. Because if they aren't and it babies you again, it's really going to take away from the game, in my opinion.
I don't think the cops are going to be brain dead purely based on the fact that was the first thing they mentioned in the first
They did say that the police chases are back, even though they were in the previous game.
They wouldn't mention that for no reason. Like I said, everything which is put in all these articles, all these images, all these teasers are put there for a reason. There's a marketing team sat behind there putting things in each specific place for a reason, and there's a reason why
I did forget about that. I did forget about how they said
like
police chases are back.
There's a reason why.
That struck me as odd because police chases were in the last game.
There's a reason why the helicopter's on the cover.
Yeah.
I feel like because it was such an issue in the last game, there's no way they could let that slip. No way. It has to be something I can almost guarantee they will be fixed this time because it plays a big factor in the game. The last Need for Speed wasn't Need for Speed Outlaws, it wasn't Need for Speed Cops, it was Need for Speed. But this one, you've kind of put the stigma on it that it's very outlawish. What you're doing is very bad. Cops are going to be after you. You're literally stealing things. So the cops are gonna have to be snappy and a lot more refined. Imagine the police. But imagine having the police in 2015 when you're chasing a fucking cargo and they just drive into the fucking lorry and you just total them and you just drive off. They have to fix it.
I do want with Need for Speed. I do want the cops. I still want to be able to just pull over and pay a ticket whenever I don't feel like getting to a car
that'll
chase.
be in there. That'll probably be in there.
In the trailer, you could disable cop cars by hitting them.
Yeah,
I did see that.
The only way you could do that in 2015 was by hitting them with spike strips, right?
And that was a fucking hassle. So
you couldn't even really. It's hard to even get them, trigger them.
It's hard to even have them chase you into spike strips.
Yeah, but I hope the cops in 2015, like there would be times where I'd pull over, pay a ticket, cop goes, drive better next time. They drive straight into a wall or into a street sign and drive off.
That's another thing with police in 2015. Right, so let's say I'm in a pursuit and I've decided I don't want to do it and I've been doing a pursuit for 10 minutes. It's 20k. I've got 7 million on Need for Speed 2015. So what is 20k to me? Give me impound strikes. Give me something which actually puts a risk to police chases. I don't give a shit about money. Money revolves around money. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I've been making those tags. The shoulders gave me fame. The shoulders gave me fame. I already had on motherfucking dollars. I got 7 million on Need for Speed 2015. I don't give a shit if you fucking take 100,000 from me. That don't mean nothing. Take away my car and don't give me it back. That's what I want. That's the thing. Problem is I don't think it's gonna happen. I remember a Ben Walk saying that they're probably not gonna do this. Like when I presented this to them, I remember him saying, I said, oh, it would be a cool idea if we had pink slips in the next game. I think this was like when I met him at EGX or some shit. And it would be cool if he could lost our car. And he was like, we'd probably give someone a way to earn them back because people would get upset. But like, that's the whole fucking point in pink slips. If you lose the reason you go into pink slips, it's all or nothing. It's, you either win or lose. It's 1 or 0. It's not like you get the W, you get the L, nigga. It's like that's it.
If they're worried about that, and I understand why as a marketing decision, because people nowadays, society, this is a bit, no, it's not far. Society nowadays are fucking bitches, bro, with everything. So this isn't different. It's a video game. It's a lot of people play video games. It's probably in one of the top 5 consumptions in media.
First.
Even in the top 3, I would say it's alongside sports and movies. You can't really, maybe. But anyway, going back to my point, if that is such an issue, which it is, and I understand, difficulty modes. Let us choose our difficulty.
No, but that doesn't change anything about pink slips though.
Yeah.
Online pink slips, it's still there.
Online's different because I swear you have to be a certain age to play online anyway.
You have to be
Yeah.
13 years or older.
No. I'm not talking about the age of the game. I'm talking about people moaning and people getting upset and people about the game and that mentality.
CJ?
Basically. Like, what I want to do is I want to win CJ's Integra and then discard it.
Oh
That's
my
what I
god,
wanna
can
do.
you imagine how
Oh my
fucking
God.
angry it would be? Oh.
That's what I want to do. And I
would
want
be
money to be
hilarious.
rare. I want money in parts to be rare to the point where you can only put NOS colour on 5 cars through the deluxe edition. I want that Integra to be the last car he's still got 2 years down, or a year down the line. And that's the last car he's got that exclusive NOS colour on. And I want to discard it and make you feel bad about yourself.
Too bad I would never put it on the line for
CJ.
you. I would never
Because
ever
you're a
put
pussy.
it up for
You're a
pink.
pussy.
Exactly. I'm not losing. I'm not doing that.
CJ,
I'd rather
what if,
I'd rather
what,
be called
what
a
if,
pussy than
what if,
put it
CJ,
up there. What?
What if we're doing a pink slip and you were putting your Integra on the line, right? Like your maxed out Integra, it's able to beat fucking wires and shit. You put it on the line, and we race, and I win that race, and I take it from you. What if I can put? If this is possible, it's probably not. What if I just strip down the car to just bones, and I just threw it on the side of the highway to let it rut, just like let it rust over, and you couldn't do anything about it. It's kind of like getting an old 70-year-old prostitute, fucking it, and then like pushing it out of your car.
Right,
on
so
the side
what I was
of the
going to say is this would be a
You
really
know-
cool thing, is if you could strip the car down so you could keep the parts, so you could keep the special vanity
Yeah.
plates, you could keep the special NOS, you could keep whatever you've unlocked for the car specifically, you can keep the special headlight or the special whatever, and then discard it. So I could nick
Yeah.
CJ's Integra and take the golden vanity plate he's got and discard it.
Too bad I never give it to you because I never put it up for
I'm
pink.
speaking
Too bad-
hypothetically,
too bad
you
the-
dickhead.
Too bad the Integra's not even going to be on the game.
Hey, gang, gang. Hey, gang, 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 gang.
It's not
They're
even
gonna have
be
they're gonna
there.
have the DC5, not the DC2, and it's
Oh,
gonna
I
the
don't
better
like
one.
the DC5.
I genuinely don't think it'll be on the game.
No, I don't think the DC2 will be on the game. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like
It does.
not
It's a
compared
little
not compared to other cars they could add. Let me said that first.
Yeah,
I should have said that
definitely.
first.
Now,
Yeah.
I think the DC2 makes more sense than the DC5.
The DC5 is already in there. It was in Need for Speed 2015.
I'm aware of that, but I think there's more of a place for the DC2 over the DC5.
But it was already in
Yeah,
the last.
so-
They've already got the model for it.
But what I'm saying is, nigga, I think that
But
the
here's
DC2
another
have more
thing,
place
here's another
than a
thing.
D-Bar.
Here's another thing that everyone seems to be forgetting. DLC is going to be a thing, paid and free. So there are obviously going to be car packs, and car packs are going to be really effective because that means we get new cars, and that means new content, and we might even get map expansions in the future. We might even get cop expansions where we can be cops. Don't do that, that's gay. Don't do that. No, I don't want that. That's gay. That's retarded. No, in all fairness. In all fairness, let's be real. No, fuck that. I don't want no
Imagine Need for
DLC,
Speed.
no.
Imagine Need for
Retarded.
Speed calling all
Calling all
units.
units. I knew you were gonna say that.
No, don't ruin the game. I don't want that.
No, it's possible.
Oh,
If
yeah.
there's paid DLC, there's going to be free DLC as well. I can't see them doing it the way that Forza Horizon does it, where there's a paywall. I think it's going to be the similar to the Crew, where they give paid DLC as well as free DLC.
What if the DLC packs was a cops and robbers thing, and Zephyr came back alive?
Yes.
Oh no.
Who?
Oh yeah,
Oh
Zephyr,
no.
the
Oh, and it introduced Pursuit Tech.
yes,
Who comes back alive?
From
the
Rivals.
Zephyr, the antagonist from Rivals.
The protagonist. Yeah. the
Oh
guy
my
who
god,
plays-
that I didn't even know that existed.
What was it? What
They
was
had
it?
protagonists in
What
that
was
game.
it? What was it? It was the
I didn't even know
something.
there was
The
characters.
something that you hate. I am the
Oh.
something that you hate.
I am Fate.
That-
The other
yo.
guy's name was Fate.
Can I just say, Rivals was gay? I'm sorry, that game was gay. Like, I went on it. I just remember, I am the. I can't remember any of the.
I am the
You know
Deli
what?
Llama.
I am the Deli
something-
Llama.
We're talking about this earlier. We're talking about this earlier. Things that stuck out to us in the trailer. That's something that stuck out to me in the Rivals trailer. I am your rival. Whoa!
That's
I remember the throw part as well.
the thing is,
Yeah.
that's like my least favorite type of like car game. One that's just cops and
What are
robbers.
you talking about? It's my favorite. I love Need for
Boring,
Speed.
like,
I want there to be a Rivals too.
nigga, when you actually break your keyboard and you're like, oh shit. Yes. But no, and I feel like with this Need for Speed, everyone's like tripping and shit. Like, oh, it looks like a movie. Too much explosions. Like, what do you want? You say that underground, like the last one. Oh, no day and night cycle, no story shit. And then they give you what you asked for, and then you just cry again. You're like a fucking baby.
We don't need to talk about those people.
We
those-
do, because it's a big
No, we
factor
don't.
in the
I
fact that
think we-
it
yeah,
is.
it doesn't-
The
doesn't
thing
matter
is,
at all.
it's
The
relevant.
thing is, you see that with all games. You see that with all games.
You do. You definitely do. But with this one,
With Need for Speed, it's just exceptionally
No, to
high
be
for
honest,
some reason.
I don't know what it is. Forza don't get it. The crew don't get it. It's Need for Speed
Oh, they-
in the racing genre. It's like it is highly targeted for some reason.
yeah.
But like
yes.
like CJ said earlier, people moaned about Underground 2 when that came out. We literally posted a forum link where people were talking about how shit the game is, how shit the soundtrack is, all that kind of stuff.
Underground 2.
Underground 1.
Underground 1.
What, from like back in the day?
In 2003 forum.
This-
There was a 2003 forum post.
Niggas moaned online then.
Yep.
Whoa, that goes back, doesn't it? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
So
that's
it's
like
whatever.
the
It's
internet
it's
just
not
popping
relevant.
up.
It's not.
They're saying how the
relevant.
game
Wow.
sucks and the soundtrack only had like 2 good songs, which
There were probably a bunch of white people that liked rock music. No racism.
No, they were. They were. That's the thing. But
oh,
like,
you had a profile. of
Where's
all of
my
them.
fucking
System of a
system
Down.
of a
Where's my
down?
System of a Down?
Outrage! This is fucking baloney. God damn it, mom. Fuck you, dad. Like them type of.
God damn it, Mom! Go make me some sandwiches, you sloppy bitch.
Damn.
Can I talk about Can I talk about the deluxe edition for a bit?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in the deluxe edition, you get 3 days early access. You get a upcoming story pack, which we'll talk about in a minute. I think that's going to be more. I think that's going to be a continuation on this.
Oh
I think
no!
I think that's going to be a continuation on the story afterwards. Upcoming story pack insinuates to me there's going to be story DLC after the game finishes, if you know what I mean.
Already on the disc.
Like Taken King, but except bullshit. Without the bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. That's already on
Well,
the disc.
No. It says upcoming,
Ah,
so
it's
it'll-
thinking. Stop. Okay.
No,
You've
no,
just
we're
gone
gonna
off topic, and I'm gonna follow you there. How is it taking King bullshit? It's just DLC.
that
It was
story-
£15,
That story
and it
didn't
was probably
end. That,
no.
And that was on disc. And that was on disc.
Stop
Was it on
talking.
disc?
Stop talking. Stop
Was it on
talking.
the-
Stop. Are you gonna let me talk? Are we gonna have a discussion about video games on?
It
Okay,
was a
so
joke. It was a joke. Why are you getting butthurt for? You're like these commenters, fam. Calm down, jeez.
I'm not. I'm just gonna explain to you the situation because
Oh,
what you
I
said
don't
was
care.
unnecessary. Destiny was not, fuck it. We've already had this conversation, but if
It was a
you're
joke.
gonna keep trying
It was a joke.
Oh no!
It was a
Please,
joke.
please, Jay, carry on, please.
Okay, Destiny as a base game was broken. Shit. Do you want me to? I'll do it if you want me to. I have to know.
You just got baited.
Debated.
I feel no way about explaining. It's not baited, you
You're
idiot.
still
You
very
fucking
confused.
keep stuff.
Nine is
You
baiting you
keep-
into complaining,
Hey,
and he
hey,
doesn't
Jay,
care.
Jay, you see this? This is a Minecraft fishing rod. This is a Minecraft fishing rod, and this is me reeling you in.
Right, so in the High Roller Pack, as well as that, you got the NOS colours and the license plates, the leaderboard icons. But one thing I thought which was quite interesting is you get 5 shipments, and that's all it
Yeah, I was wondering what are those.
says. What do you think that is?
Probably it's your family coming in from.
I'm guessing
So where are you
shit.
seeing this?
Yours as well. Let's not get it twisted.
I'm seeing this on the store page on Walmart.com for Need
just
for
go,
Speed.
Just go onto
Oh,
any
yes.
any pre-order, it will be there.
Is that where
5.
you're gonna buy it from, CJ?
He's gonna go buy a
I know,
gun
I'm
while
gonna
he
buy it
goes
from
down.
Toys R Us.
He's gonna go in buy
I'm
an
gonna walk into Toys
AR-12.
R Us.
He's gonna go buy an AR-12 and Need for Speed. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh, and my groceries.
Yeah. So what do we think shipments means?
I think
I-
shipments are parts for your car.
But how's that?
Yeah,
Right.
what
So in
he
that case,
said.
how's that gonna work?
Whoa!
Loot boxes.
Wait. Did someone say smart loot?
Because
What if it's crates?
no.
What if it's crates?
Crates of what?
Crates.
Crap.
Crates of more crates.
So how's that unlocking gonna work in the game if there's crates? Is it gonna be like COD where it's like stuff is blocked behind crates?
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh,
Ugh, that's disgusting.
I don't know. I'm guessing. It's just a guess.
That's
Imagine if
disgusting. That's
I'm right
disgusting.
and you go into the game and you're like,
If it's things like
I was
headlight
wrong.
color,
I was wrong about EA.
if it was little things like headlight colors and vanity plates, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But if it's wide bodies, oh my god! Oh no, I'm gonna have words with you. I'm gonna not be very happy. I'm gonna be upset. That's gonna make me a bad boy.
That's what that's sexually triggered you, but okay. Ooh, Johnny Bravo is my daddy.
What else do we want to talk
Dude,
about?
I honestly, I want to fuck Johnny Bravo. I want to fuck the shit out of Johnny Bravo. I want him to bend me over his 96 Honda Accord, and I want him to fuck me from behind.
What else,
Johnny
do we,
Bravo
what,
has
else
an
do we need,
undersquad.
what else do we need to talk about that we haven't already talked about?
Johnny Bravo Honda Accord, yes.
Did we talk about the characters?
No. we
Oh
haven't, no.
my nigga, what's his name again? Mac? Was it Mac? Mac and cheese.
Mac, Tyler, and the other guy. The
Other
gal.
woman.
Don't assume
I
my
think
gender.
what they should do is they should replace Mac with Mac from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends.
I like cheese.
No, it's I like chocolate milk.
I think
Yes.
I think what they should do is they should all gather in a room and they should just fuck each other.
Right.
No,
so
what I
orgy.
was saying to my dad earlier is or not my dad. Well, yeah, I guess my dad. What I was saying to my
Who else
friend,
could it have been?
what I was saying earlier to my friend is, I want to get the rights to EA to give me the 3D models of the Need for Speed characters. I want to make a animated porno out of them.
Right,
Oh, we
so,
were saying we should-
moving
what
off
they should
that.
do-
No one cares about pornos.
This is not. What they should
Can
do.
you imagine Mac hitting it from behind like that? Fuck.
No, I imagine what they should do is as like a little throwback, they should have Travis come in from Ventura Bay, but he's in
Yes.
he's in the full like
Fuck off! Shut up, please, shut up, fuck
He's in his full like video motion thing, and he's interacting with people who are 3D models.
He fucks a 3D model. He fucks an Amy. Him and Amy are fucking, but they're live action, and everything else is 3D.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yeah. So besides that, E3, EA next week.
Hype, eat my rice.
EA Games challenge everything. I think another not problem. One worry is the soundtrack. I would like there to be a good soundtrack in the next game, but it's not a huge problem. It's just like whatever soundtrack.
Like, I'll probably end up just after like a week putting on Spotify.
Not if it's
Anyway.
good. Not if it's good.
If Whip Banana isn't on the
Yo,
soundtrack.
If Gangnam Style isn't on, I'm fucking killing myself.
Gangnam Style.
No, I want pineapple pen.
Oh.
Yes.
Right, so we're gonna go on to the Q&A questions.
Wait,
Oh,
what-
danger! Shout out to
Yeah,
Danger Zone.
Wait,
Oh,
so
yeah,
this,
you talked about
see what I mean? You just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've got time to talk about it.
This is why I wanted to do it first, because no one would want to talk about it.
the end.
My point
Yeah.
proven.
Point proven. We're gonna talk about it for another hour now. So, shout out to Danger
Shout out to Danger
Zone.
Zone.
Came out last week, Wednesday. If you don't know what shout out to Danger Zone is,
Shout out to Danger Zone.
essentially it's Burnout's Crash Mode made by Trois Fields Entertainment. Is that three in French? I think it is.
French.
What do we think? Only me, Niner, and CJ have played it. Jay's excluded from this
I
conversation.
thought
Did you just say twat is 3?
trois
Yeah,
is
French.
trace. I mean 3.
Oh.
Thank you.
I thought Trace Fields Entertainment did a great job
Hey.
as the game overall. I thought being in a simulation was a bit funny.
Yeah,
know,
I
is it
didn't like it as
interesting?
much. No, I thought it would have been a lot better if it was actually outside, like Burnout was. It felt like it was very claustrophobic. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
I feel like for
I
me the
felt like-
camera.
Hold on, nigga. I talk. One thing that I genuinely liked about the game is it is difficult to get gold.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started.
I'm-
Fuck, it is hard. Yeah.
Racer Best got platinum on all of them. Every single one.
Wait, there's a platinum?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
platinum. I got like 2 platinums.
I got like a couple platinums, but he got platinum on every single one. There's like apparently a special reward for people who do that.
What
Do you get like sex?
Now he didn't say what it was because he didn't want to
That's all
spoil
they
it.
can fucking offer.
You best get a dinner with everyone at Three Fields Entertainment if you do it. That's what
I
want.
wanna.
So then people just hack the game, create a trader to get all platinum.
Get free meals. If you're
Yeah.
homeless, that's a good idea, to be honest. You
I'll
get
get
We're
free
gonna
meals.
get, we're
Well,
gonna
how
get a
would you-
PS4 and a
Yeah.
and Danger Zone copy.
Right, so you
from-
hit a lick on the PS4 and a PSN code, then you go to McDonald's and steal their TV and the free Wi-Fi.
Right.
Sounds about right.
For £10, I think it's a bargain. I think it's only £10. Like what you can't go wrong. I think the amount of content that's in there for £10 and the quality of it as well. I've not really run into any glitches. I've noticed there's glitches on the leaderboard, people with minus points and stuff. But like actually playing the game, they haven't experienced any.
the
it's
handling's a bit
challenging.
clunky, but that's not the point of the game. The
Yeah.
point of the game is crashing.
It's not like you're racing anyway, so I don't.
And you
mind
can't
that.
you can't reverse,
You know?
which doesn't really matter, but still.
Like, I just feel like for £10, the direction they keep going, it's like they're building upon this foundation they have, and they're already working on another game, which hopefully will be a Burnout game. I feel like it's just exactly what I wanted. I wasn't expecting a Burnout 3 takedown, and I didn't get it, and I don't mind because what we did get was just as good. It like for £10, it's £10. Like, I got it for a bit cheap because I was on PS Plus. I've got nothing but good words to say about Three Fields still. Even now, like, I've just got nothing but good words to say about him. I can't wait. I'm going to carry on playing Danger Zone. Yeah, that's it really. I've got...
I want to have violent sex with Alex Ward.
You are very fucking sexually like frustrated, aren't you?
I am all.
Right.
I
we
really-
missed something.
I
We
wanted-
missed something from...
Wait,
Need for
I'm not
Speed.
done. I'm not done with Danger Zone. I do want to say, it's a really like the game has the thing. Like, it's a very short game. If you just go bronze on everything, you can complete like 2 hours. But the game,
Pussies do that.
the only way you can truly play the game is if you replay everything over and over again. Even when you get gold, you still want to strive for platinum. Like your best is never good enough, and that's what I like about it.
But then again, you saying that your best is your best, as below best is not best.
Right, so Need for Speed 2017, Payback. We forgot to mention Audis are in the game.
Ooh.
Whoa!
R8 gang, R8.
Ooh.
Rate
And
me,
and
rate
and,
me.
and the new M5, which hasn't been announced yet, is on the cover.
Gang shit, gang shit, gang shit.
Two cars which are interesting. Two cars which are very interesting indeed. R8 Liberty Walk Kit.
Only if it's the old one, because the new
Perf
one.
message.
Are we done?
I'm gonna need to get used to saying Need for Speed Payback. I
Yeah,
need to remember that
same.
there's a subtitle because I'm just gonna refer to it as Need for Speed 2017.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
same.
Just sit there.
I'm probably gonna forget that.
No,
I'm gonna forget. Like,
tomorrow,
what's it called
tomorrow
again?
after I come home from the from taking the SAT, I'm gonna sit in my room for 5 hours and go Need for Speed Payback, Need for Speed Payback.
If you got into the podcast this far, type in the comments, I'm not happy with you.
But do it in capital letters and make sure you put a dollar sign at the end. Let's
Thai dollar sign.
get real specific.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with you in capital letters and a dollar sign at the end.
Yeah, at the end
Real
of your
specific.
legitimate comment.
Yeah.
Like, just put it, or try fit
Oh,
it.
yeah, and
try
then
fit
after-
it. Try fit it in a sentence.
And after you are done leaving that, make sure to leave a Q&A question because I know last week people are lacking.
Slacking, like my
last week
bracket.
wasn't very good. This week's really good. Yeah, try fit. I'm not happy with you, $ in a sentence. That'd be good.
And then leave a question or two.
Then leave a question or two. And we actually got a lot more questions this week, funnily enough. So first things first, from Bimmer Series 5 series. That's like what dead game would you like to see come back? Midnight Club.
Midnight Club.
What the fuck did you say, idiot?
Midtown Madness.
Kill yourself.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good game.
That was I really like Crazy Taxi. You know what? Yeah, since Cam said Midnight Club, I'll say Crazy Taxi.
Okay.
That was dumb, Liddy.
Let me shake it up. I won't mind a test drive, but obviously that's impossible because the people are all over the joint. So.
Well, that's coming.
How do you know Test Drive 2? How do you know the Crew 2 is going to be a complete?
No, the guys bought the test drive rights. The guys
the
guys who did the WRC bought the test drive rights.
It's not going to be an unlimited, bro. It's not going to be an unlimited.
It's not.
Test Drive Ferrari Legends 2.
I think it will.
Yeah.
It's going to be some dumb shit like that. It's going to be some dumb shit like that, like one of those Ferrari games. It will. Test Drive will take so long.
Well, Test Drive isn't dead. Test Drive isn't dead anymore.
And it is. It's a dead franchise, bro. No one. It's dead.
The rights have been bought to it. Then that
that doesn't mean anything. You've said that yourself. That buying rights and copyrighting names and stuff.
But it's when they mentioned it in a press release. They mentioned it in a press release. Yeah,
saying what?
They said that we're glad that we bought the test drive and we're going to be working on it soon, or something across those lines. It was different. When you buy rights, when you buy a domain, that's different to buying rights to a series which a different company owns. That's completely different. That's like them buying Burnout.
You're missing the point. The Test Drive Ferrari game was trash. It was shit.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna make another Test Drive. I really don't. And if they do, that's amazing. But I don't.
I think they will, but I don't think it's going to be unlimited. No chance. No. There's not even a possibility.
What company's bought it? What's the name of them?
It's
Big Ben Studios.
Big Ben Studios.
They're the people who made Flat Out 4.
Oh, remember we looked at the games that they made, and they've made some real fucking retarded games.
Yeah.
So they would have to get on. Unless they're really rich themselves, which I doubt it. They would have to get a publisher, right?
They are a publisher. Aren't
they are the publisher.
So they are their own publisher.
They released the WRC games and they've released Fallout 4.
And they're rubbish.
Okay.
Flat Out 4
that doesn't change the fact.
Be good
that doesn't change the fact it's not.
But my
dead.
point is, I would love to see a test like. It still applies, I think, to what the question was. I'd love to see a test drive come back. That I'd love to see that come back. But I don't feel like it's going to come back through them. Not anytime soon, anyway.
Right. Zenith asks, while playing an online game, what's the best hate mail you've received?
I remember. Does this count? Some guy was screaming at me over the mic. Does this count as hate? I'm guessing it would because it's an online thing. I was playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 online, and I was like texting while driving with the thing, which you shouldn't do, but it was an online game, so it was all right. And I cut someone off on the highway, and this was like on a European server, and it was like there was a lot of Chinese people on at this time, and there was this guy from China on there, and I cut him off, and it caused him. I cut this guy from China off. He flipped over, and it caused him. And if you flip over, you have to like reset like a lot to like the nearest like garage, and he flipped over his truck. He flipped his truck, and he goes, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Over the mic. So funny.
No, did you shut up?
No, I have it running. I wish I did though. It was so funny. Because
fuck you, motherfucker.
And what's so funny is like the way the voice chat works is you have to be near someone. So as I drove off really far, his face just faded as he was like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
His voice dimmed out. Yes.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's great. That would have been hilarious.
I wish I had it.
Oh, that's a joke.
Oh, man. I don't think anything will top that.
No, the closest thing I've ever got was on a few days ago. Basically people were team killing me, so I TK'd him back, and then this nigga sent me a paragraph. He sent me a paragraph through Xbox Live. Man sat there with a fucking controller and read out a paragraph. That was the closest I've got, but like nothing bad.
What the paragraph
Because
say?
I've been playing on Xbox Live for years, so I've been through some. Like I was on that shit when I was like 11, so
Yeah, same. I was on PlayStation
So-
Network for ages.
imagine trash that I spoken was spoken back. But I used to get really offended when people said nigger to me. Now obviously now that means nothing. Like that's actually weightless to me. But it used to really get to me because I used to just think that was a really bad word. Well, it is, especially with the context they were using, and it was always older people. And
It was.
obviously I was a speaker back then, so they didn't know what color I was. Obviously they couldn't even tell I was black. But I would whenever that word was thrown at me, it just used to trigger me. And I remember this one time that me and Timeouts were in a drift team, and this was back when we used to play Forza like Motorsport 3. And we had this 2-on-2 battle, and we lost. Bro, the guy fucking ripped into us, like I couldn't even speak. I didn't know what to say. He was like calling Will a scouse cunt, like trash cunt, saying nigger this and nigger that. This, and when I look back at it, it was like, fam, they must have been at least 20, and we were like 11 and like 12, 13. I don't understand. How are you gonna talk to a chicken like that, bro? Like they did not care. They were ripping into us, bro. Like, and we didn't lose by that much. It was only but like 50,000 points maybe. But yeah, that back then, man, Xbox was ruthless. It was a dog eat dog world. It still is the internet, really. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really go on PSN that much because most of my time spent between the ages of 10 and 13 were mostly on Need for Speed World and Minecraft.
Minecraft's
No,
a nice place.
But yeah, so there wasn't really like if you lost a race on Need for Speed World, it was whatever. But I remember this one, right? I don't know. I guess this ties in with it. Oh, I remember winning this one race, and I shit you not, I was a level 3. This is my first, like, I think 20 minutes playing the game. I beat a motherfucker driving a BMW M3 E46 who was a level 47, and at the end of the race, he called me a nigger, and I asked him, why did you call me that, and I didn't get a response.
Cool,
see,
right.
when you think back to it now, it's just hilarious. But it probably really offended you back then because it did me.
Oh no, I'm not trying to seem like nothing phases me. My nipples are hard. But seriously, even when I was like 10, 11, I didn't care. I don't know. I was like, oh, whatever. Why'd you call me that though? But why? But why though?
Yeah, I remember when I used to play Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 3, like, back in the days when I was like 12. Yeah, 12. Like, I would annoy the shit out of people on purpose.
Of course you would. That
you
sounds
seem
bad.
like
Oh,
you
because
seem
I'm
like-
trolling. I'm trolling.
That I used to do that.
You seem like a very disgusting player on games.
No, like I would like it wasn't like anything in game. It was always like in chat. Like I would scream and shit for no reason. I would like play music. Disgusting shit.
No.
You're disgusting.
Right, next question comes from Susan Whitey, and his question
Yes,
is: has
my
anyone,
voice just couldn't.
has anyone tried Club Penguin Island?
I hear it. You can't do anything without buying a subscription. Really.
This nigga's actually got an answer. What? Yikes.
I watch people play it, so.
You watch? That's even worse.
No, don't ask. Just carry on. Don't even.
Just act like it didn't
question
happen.
it.
Just act like it didn't happen.
Basically.
If you can add one feature into Need for Speed, what would it be? Pink slips and wages.
Need for
sex
Speed
scenes.
Edge.
Drive-by shootings.
No one
Vaccine.
answered seriously except me. Right.
Need for Speed Edge. I think we've covered
Neons.
everything in this episode. So
Neons.
you got his answer by watching this.
Are you guys gonna stream E3 on Twitch? We need to discuss this.
I'm not gonna be here because I'm taking a fucking test on Saturday.
Well, we're not doing
so
EA.
I'm not gonna be here.
EA and Ubi, I'm not doing because I'm recording them separately.
I'm
But the other ones I'm
I
down for Sony and Microsoft.
the first day, the 12th, I can't because I'm having surgery done. I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out. So
Hot.
Please have like someone record it for you, like you being a loopy, like, whoa, wait, where am I? Where am I?
Did we or did we not just say that we're not doing EA Play?
We did. I swear we did. We're not doing EA Play, but we're doing well, me and Cam. Hopefully you guys can join.
On Microsoft and Sony, probably.
Yeah.
I wanna.
It's a bit of a tradition, like on my Twitch channel now, so it's like it'd be a shame to miss out on it again because I've been doing it since like.
But I physically cannot on mine, so I'm unable to stream it. I wouldn't anyway because you do it. I'll just watch you. So.
I feel like CJ would. He'd be like, "Cam, I'm an independent black woman.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna stream for like 3 viewers.
And then those viewers raid Cam and get banned.
Yeah, 3 people raid.
Some guy asked me, like, right, this guy called Wanker. He says, "Do you believe in aliens?" I replied with, "I'm friends with one." What are you guys gonna say? I was.
I did a
a
video with an alien a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That's such a good stoner topic. Do you believe in aliens, man?
Yeah,
Hello, have you seen an alien?
Bro, I fucking totally do, bro. They're everywhere, bro.
I actually do want to do an episode where we talk about shit like that.
No, remember in H3's podcast, they talk about ghost stories. Has anyone got any ghost stories here?
No.
This podcast is going on for so much longer now. Oh my god.
I have one.
I've got one.
No, you don't. You're tripping. They don't exist.
No, I do. We were camping, and we go camping in like the
No,
woods.
was it the bear thing again? A bear ate my food, and I went to the bathroom, and then I jerked off.
No, this was a different time. Same campground, but different place. A different time. We were camping. It was like middle of the night again, and I'm in my tent, and this is because we slept in tents, and this is the middle.
I'm jacking off, and then I got paralyzed.
No, this is northeast Pennsylvania, middle of nowhere, no cell service for miles, and I can't sleep because I don't like camping, and I'm in bed just like on the mattress just lying there, and I'm looking up at the ceiling. And I don't see a ghostly figure, but I see his lips. And then they start moving. And they start moving. And then he said something about bubbles and left. And I'm like, what the
Just imagine a pair of floating lips just talking to you.
Yeah, it's so creepy.
I've got one which is just as weird. So this is when I was little. I was in this exact bed, it was in that position. I was in bed, and I had a dream about, I had a nightmare about spiders and shit, and I woke up, and it's just so random. There's a fat Indian man, I must have been hallucinating. The fat Indian man right there with a fucking, a sword, and he was like, "Your time is up."
I know that is sleep paralysis.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's when you see... Because it's a lot more, it can be a lot more extreme at times, and it can be subtle at others. I've had it multiple times. It's where you wake up and you can't move, or you feel like something's pinning you down, or you can see something.
I've never had that.
Never have I.
I heard it's like the worst thing to happen while you're sleeping, because your body, what is it? I think your brain is telling your body you're still asleep, but you're conscious, but you're not conscious. So
anyway, can I carry on with the story? We went off topic.
Okay. He was just talking.
Yeah, he was in the middle of a conversation.
I did kind of get cut up.
No, you didn't.
I don't care.
I told you what it was. It's sleep paralysis, what you was experiencing.
But it's not really.
There's no ghosts.
It's not really.
Well, are you a psychologist? Do you know
No,
this?
because
What do you mean, psychologist?
You haven't heard the rest of the story. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
So then I went underneath my sheets, and then I came out of my sheets, and he wasn't there. And at the time, we just come back from holiday, so there's a big ass suitcase next to the door. Put the fucking thing next to the door, and I literally blocked the door with a suitcase. Went back into bed under my sheets, and I could hear banging on the door. And then I woke up the next morning. My mum came in. He was like, "Why is the suitcase next to the door?" And I just said nothing. And that was it.
Did that fat Indian man pop up from behind your bed and go, "Ooh, I'm right here. I'm right here. You tried to fool me. I'm right here, bitch."
I'm pretty sure it's just your dad. to
You
be
shit
honest.
on you shit on the wrong street, kiddo.
We're not in America. So I actually don't know.
We're not in India either.
That's funny.
Oh,
I don't
Funny, funnier than your story about the fucking lips you fucking spacker.
Do you believe,
The lips were funnier than
do you
that.
believe in ghosts?
Mine was
Lionel?
real.
mine was real too.
Yeah, but yours is
Do you believe in
retarded.
ghosts?
Now
Are you-
that-
Am I the only sane one here? Because I
No,
know that for a fact that you don't believe in God. Whatever. Fucking Cam. You don't
I
believe in
don't,
God.
no, I don't believe in God or ghosts. No.
Oh,
Wait, whoa, stop. You don't believe in ghosts, but you just said you.
I think I
Have
was
an experience.
hallucinating.
yeah, I probably was too.
I think I was hallucinating.
when I was, but you know, it still fits in. Although there is this local show, where they talk about ghost stories in the area, Lehigh Valley, and there was one where this kid slept in the basement of his house, and this ghost kept coming every night telling him to kill himself, and he had dreams
Kill
about
yourself.
Legit, that's what it was saying, and they had to get a priest to do the thing where they get the ghosts out of your body.
I was
Exorcism,
trying to think
yeah.
of one because I couldn't think of one, but it had to have been the walls making noises. But one thing that really did trip me out, this happened about 2.5-3 weeks ago. So as you could probably, well, you probably can't tell, but I have terrible allergies, and I'm like unable to breathe through my nose this time of year. I went into this cupboard over here. There's this like drug cabinet we have at the end of the hallway right here with like medicine and shit. So I went in there to get I forgot what it was. Some Claritin D, I think it was, for my allergies. And as I was in the cupboard, it was like maybe 10 at night. It wasn't even that late, to be fair. And to the right of me, I heard on the door, or not on the door, on the wall in my parents' bedroom, and I'm like, what the like at first I had this face like, what the fuck was that? I go in there, I turn on the lights, nothing was in there. I checked the like even in my parents' bathroom, nothing was there. I'm like, Mom, did you hear that knocking noise? And she's like, yeah, I heard it too. And we check the room again, nothing was there. My dad actually thought someone broke into the backyard, so he legit grabbed a fucking staff from when my sister used to do martial arts, and he went into the backyard and with the fucking long ass staff,
Yeah.
nothing was there.
Your dad's fat
Yeah.
ass went out there with a fucking staff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come here, nigger!
You're a nigger.
No, but I was genuinely like sketched out. I'm like, what the fuck could that have been? Because the walls just don't make that knocking noise like that. Like I don't know, it was weird.
We thought someone was doing shit in our backyard at like 2 a.m. So we went out, turned on the lights, and this is like at 2 a.m. And you know, I live in the hood, so you know, and in the backyard, legit, like, and I'm up and I turn on the light, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, like, yeah. Now this was around the time when a bunch of cats. This is around the time when a bunch of cats would come to our yard to shit, and they just shit in our yard and leave.
Yo,
I don't
this is
blame
why
him.
my dad hates cats. For the people next door, they own 4 cats, and all they do is shit on our backyard lawn.
Yes, that's what they do here.
CJ,
Like,
you forgot the part about your dad coming out with the gun and the wooden cross and coming out and saying, "You will be deceased with the power of Christ." You forgot about
will
that.
be deceased.
The power of Christ compels you, motherfucker.
And
I
he
was
was
gonna say-
the gat.
The occurrence of noises, weird noises, it happens
my
a
God.
lot.
Yeah.
I've
Especially in this neighborhood when people just do random shit outside.
I've heard it. I do experience it, but there is no. Ghosts don't exist. I just don't believe in them.
No,
And
like,
it's,
like the other day, like with the random like banging on the door, I thought
Yeah.
I was downstairs and I was home alone. I was like, oh, it must be the wind.
yeah, I
Oh.
just dismiss it nowadays.
I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of like here, like you'll hear a pops every once in a while outside, and you just think to yourself, oh, it's either fireworks or gunfire. Like we don't care anymore. Like
You live in fucking Iraq. I swear to God, you live in Iraq.
Oh, it's just gunfire. It's fine.
Oh, I remember me and Richard were playing the crew, and I had the window open, and we were playing the crew PvP, and down the street,
Oh.
someone got their hand chopped off.
You said this
It was
multiple
running into the
times. You
street,
said this
screaming.
multiple times on Drivecast.
I've had weird ass dreams that are just scary though, like nightmares.
yeah.
I had this reoccurring one that I would happen to me all the time, and I'd basically I'll be in my mum's room with my mum, and her dresser will be up against the door, and there would be, I don't know how I could see it, but I could kind of like see what was outside. Like, I don't know how, I just could visualize what was outside, and there was a brown bear, and it was trying to get in. Now, bear in mind, I've never seen a fucking brown bear in my life. Never laid eyes on a brown bear, but there was one outside my fucking room. And another dream I always had was looking out my mum's window, always in my mum's room, looking out my mum's window, and there was just dogs everywhere on the street, and that shit would scare me because I was scared of dogs.
Like corgis or like
no,
bulldogs?
like fucking Rottweilers, German Shepherds, all them big ass dogs. Just fucking walking around. They weren't even doing anything bad. They were just walking, those shit tons of them. And that was a recurring dream that I always had. I used to wake up in cold sweat with that one. Used to terrify.
I have 2 recurring dreams. One of them that I definitely remember having multiple times was I would be up so the dream will just be some sort of like deja vu dream where it's something that I've definitely seen before, and at the end of the dream, like right before I'm about to wake up, I'm all of a sudden teleported onto the roof, and I can't control myself, and I legit just jump off the roof. When I hit the floor, I wake up.
Minecraft.
I will
Yes.
have things when I'm awake, but I'm trying to fall asleep, and I'll be lying in bed, and all of a sudden I have this sensation that I'm just falling all of a sudden. And then when I move,
Are you the main character in Get Out?
Yes,
but there's also
that's
this
fucking LSD, bro. If you're on crack.
two of the
You're on
recurring dreams I used to have as a kid. One was where I would be trying to get into my room, and I open the door, and there's my dad, and he's like, "Oh, hi," and then he just clones himself, and they all start attacking me.
That's hilarious.
The power of Christ compels
And then
you.
there's another, and then like I remember specifically his eye, like the clone, like he'd be normal, but then his clone's eyes would turn red, and start beating the shit out of me. I was like,
Did they have the lens flare?
I hope they did. I remember the red eyes.
That reminds me of the red mist SpongeBob
I
thing.
remember. Also another one is I'd be in the dream was I'd be in bed. And all of a sudden, someone barges into my room and starts beating the shit out of me in bed.
That should happen in
Fuck
real
you,
life.
CJ! Fuck you! You have shitty content on your channel. Fuck you, CJ!
You know, CJ's definitely saying Cam beats me, but he's just not saying on the podcast just to, not put it public. That's my fantasy. Beating you on the floor.
My fetish.
CJ, I'll beat you with my wiener on.
I'm not very happy with you. $sign.
Oh, are there any more questions?
No, that is it.
That was a question, yo. That was a good question,
Yeah.
bro. Whoever did that, because that went on
I
for a good
asked.
10 minutes.
I asked.
I
Well,
asked.
I obviously
That was
strayed from
me.
another question.
That was me.
Oh.
You
Straight,
asked.
it's straight
Oh,
from
we
That,
shaded.
no,
Yeah, but
I talked about H3 and it went from there.
Straight.
Right. So if you guys enjoy this podcast, make sure to go in, give it a like. If we reach 100 likes, we'll chop all of our dicks
Smash
off.
that like button. Smash!
Smash!
Join my
Smash.
gift cards giveaway. All you gotta do is like, subscribe, and eat my ass.
You gotta
And I
like,
will give-
subscribe.
I will give away one of these $50 used Steam gift cards.
Yes.
Check out, donate me $50.
subscribe to Derb on YouTube.
If you do, okay, right, this is a thing. If we can get this video to 100 likes, I will give away a 3 months Tidal subscription to anyone watching. Because
Hey!
Jay-Z's new streaming
I'll
service
fox with Jay-Z.
How fox with Jay-Z? Why would you not want to fox with Jay-Z?
I will give you my medication. I will give you my medication.
Do you have Tidal?
Unlike
Do you
definitely-
have
I'm not going to
Yeah,
give it
I'll
away,
fox
but
you.
the code's right there. The code's right there where my hand is. I will give that away next week if we can get this to 100 likes.
That's actually a good giveaway because Tidal's just like it's just Spotify but for black people.
Exactly. Tidal. Who fucks
Dude, there's
with
Led
Tidal?
Zeppelin on there.
Fuck, your dad went on Tidal.
Yeah.
Right, so if you guys enjoyed this episode of Drivecast, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next one. If CJ wins, put a link down in the description. Stay safe and I'm not happy with you, $sign.
Gang shit.
He's already black anyway.
Ooh,
so
retract.
Wait,
going
what?
in.
What's
Whoa.
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 Well, God, we'll just fucking end this, please.